Welcome to Awaken with Victoria Bond. I'm your host, Victoria, and I am absolutely honored to bring you this podcast where we will be getting raw, real, turning up consciousness, removing the old energies that do not align, and turning up our capacities as human beings and spiritual beings. I will be bringing you mediumship. I will be bringing you channels. I will be bringing you points of view that will shift your perspective and realign your body, your mind, and your soul. Enjoy this ride. This comes from my heart to yours, and know that while you're listening to this, indeed you are helping to create this. Enjoy the ride, and I'll see you inside. So today I'm really going to have a chat to you about many different things. Today we are going to be hammering this stuff. So even if you're a medium, even if you're a coach, even if you are a holistic practitioner, I'm sure you're going to receive some beautiful insights today and remind yourself of what you already know. And in fact, you will always be being reminded because you are an all-knowing being. You are an infinite being. You are a being that knows everything. We're going to be really diving into fear and faith today, fear and faith, and the multidimensional aspect of that, and also the physical element of that. We're going to be threading through money and abundance, and this is the the meditation. So the download, the light language that's going to come through in that transmission is going to be all about your money and abundance codes, because we no longer can function from this broke mentality, the scarcity light worker, okay? She's got to go. And what has to come forward is this powerful being who is willing to receive. And you'll notice that I plant the word receive. Receive, receive, receive throughout this entire program, because receiving is the key. Receiving is the key to being, really, okay? The receiving of love, the receiving of abundance, the receiving of codes, the receiving of the spirit guides in the team when they're speaking and guiding, and spirit around you, the reading of cards, the reading of yourself and your intuition, the knowing how you work as a blueprint is all connected to receiving. I am ready to receive. Write it down in your diary. I am ready to receive. Okay, I'm ready to receive. And I want you to sit there quietly for a moment. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. I'm worthy of receiving. I'm worthy of receiving my dreams and my desires. I'm ready to receive it all. I'm ready to receive my higher level of consciousness as I expand to money, joy, love, contribution, as I receive the codes of my all-knowing soul. And as we sit in that energy, we know this isn't of the mind. We know this is of the 5D. So I invite you to drop all limitations and mistaken beliefs of what is good or wrong or right or bad, and go, fuck it. I am ready to receive. To give you a little bit of an example of this before we go deeper into what we're going to go into today, I was running around like a headless chicken, okay? Woke up at 4:00 in the morning and I went, why am I being woken up by a child? The night before I was woken up by my husband. The night before it was my other child. The night before that it was the dog. The night before that it was, dunno, who knows, I think a sick kid or something. And I woke up this morning and I was a little bit shitty. Why? I want some sleep. I don't want to burn out. I need my sleep. It's really important for me to have my sleep. And I went into what I call a victim consciousness. I went back to a timeline where I was in victim consciousness, where I was not willing to receive the gifts that the world, the universe, and those are in it were wanting and desiring to give me. My spirit team, my spirit guides. Emma Healy, the one who came through and showed me what it was to communicate with the spirit so I could share it with you, right? And so I found myself this morning messaging my coach going, oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh my God, what am I doing? But the difference between me now and then is I noticed I was in a victim consciousness. I am tired. Well, why did you go to sleep so late? I am tired. Well, why don't you go move your body? Taking the radical responsibility for where you are at currently in your life, financially, physically, relationship-wise, all the things, is number one to being a magnificent medium. Not saying, I know I'm just useless. Why didn't I go to bed earlier? That's still victim consciousness. That's not taking responsibility. That's being sulky. That's having a tantrum. This morning was me having a tantrum. Why? Why can't I just sleep through the night? I'm tired. And I heard myself. And I went, something big's about to happen. Because the chaos is coming. I'm feeling the chaos of the change as I up-level, and I'm scared. I'm scared to cut those cord ties. And this is, what I'm going to bring forward today in this activation. The cord ties of scarcity, of struggle, of hustle, of, oh my God, I've got to do better. I'm tired. How am I going to show up today? All of that is old. That's old Victoria. She knows better than that. She's not there anymore. She knows she can chill out and create her life. She creates time. She creates money. She creates her reality. And this is what I want you to understand. You create your own reality. And we're going to go into this today, which is how to smash out the fear and embrace the faith. I worked through my victim mode. I saw the timeline that came from, which was about 6.5 years ago. I saw that I was upper limiting, which meaning I wasn't allowing myself to receive more abundance, more love, more joy, more ease with my beautiful body. What turns me on? What turns on my body? What turns on my mind? What turns on my soul? Stop making excuses of why you're not there yet. Stop making excuses. There's no fucking excuses. Excuses are excuses. Right? So this, we're going to talk about the fear and faith today. We're also going to talk about when is the best time to talk to spirit. That's what we're going to talk about. And we're also going to talk about the entities again. So there's another layer I want to bring into this, another layer that I'm going to invite your subconscious to awaken to become conscious about. Once we know what we know, there's no unknowing it. You already know everything. But once you consciously become aware of your patterns, like I did this morning, I was able to clean it up within 10 minutes, not 10 years. This is the interesting thing about time. Why is this all relevant to mediumship? Because to know spirit is to know yourself, to be an empowered, all-knowing being who is willing to receive all energies, not just the good ones. To become conscious isn't to be enlightened, like I said yesterday. It is to be, I suppose, enlightened within the journey, which means you're not like bypassing all of the hard hurdles. You just can have more grace and more tools to come into your own power to know how to go about the next step. And quite often you won't know the how until you are in it. Okay. So I'm ready to receive all that I'm choosing and trust that my soul will know the easiest path with the least resistance as I allow myself to surrender to what it is I'm truly choosing. This is the energy I live in every single day. It doesn't mean I don't wake up pissed off that I didn't get enough sleep. Then I remember who I am. I'm not my mum. I'm not my dad. I'm not my grandma. I'm not the school teacher. I'm not my friend. I'm not my client. I'm a mirror of all of that, and I can grow and expand beyond the limitations of the projections of other people. Okay, so there's a lot of consciousness work when it comes to mediumship. So the interesting thing about that is that, expanding in your frequency, and I've just got spirit come in because my ears have gone bright red, expanding in your frequency is to be with other people that hold high frequencies too and vibrations. This doesn't mean you've got to be like, oh my God, I just want to hang out with the people that are high, let's go. I'm not like that all the time. Most of the time I'm actually really quiet and I'm really into myself. Like I'm just kind of in my bubble, walking around, I hang out with high vibrational people. Many of them are quiet. Many of them like, hey, what's up? It's not like being on a high. So it's a different. I don't choose to hang out with low vibrational people. It doesn't mean, and I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but it doesn't mean I don't hang out with people that don't have shitty days. I saw a girl yesterday. She may actually be on here, and I saw her yesterday. It was a miracle I saw her. So she was on the call straight after I went to get my nails did, and actually I got a nail just for Emma, which is a little butterfly there. It's a sign. And I saw this beautiful lady, and she said to me, I go, hi, how's it going? What are the chances I've seen you here? And she said, oh, I was on the call, but I've got to say I'm not in a very good space. And she's lost a lot of people she loves very, very recently. And I said to her, she's like, I'm not in a great vibe right now. Not her exact words. And I said to her, wow, your vibration, and I was thinking this, and I also kind of said stuff. I said, of course you're grieving. We would all grieve. We're all human. But it doesn't actually mean that our vibration drops. We can still be in a great vibration and a high frequency and grieve. This is what we need to understand as human beings. You can be in a shitty mood, but it doesn't mean that you have to drop your frequency and vibration. Okay? If you continue to woe is me, like if I continued my mood, my tantrum, like the frickin' 3-year-old this morning, I'm so tired. If I kept doing that, it would become a part of my personality. This is why we get old, grumpy people. They think that their mood was them, but it wasn't. So grieving will come, chaos will come, darker energies will come if you were in full awareness, but you know what to do. So how do we lift that vibration? Lifting that vibration is being okay where you are at right now. As Abraham Hicks says, you can't get to there from here, right? You've got to be here right now in your vibration and allow yourself to expand at the capacity that you are willing to expand at. And this is why many of you will have really profound shifts and go, whoa, that shit blew my mind. A couple of you have already popped stuff on the support page like, whoa. And some of you will go, yeah, cool. Yeah, that was great. It was all good, I think. And you won't even acknowledge that your life is completely changing. And others of you will be like, oh, I received a little bit, because you weren't ready. You're not ready until you're ready. And your vibration and your frequency doesn't just drop all of a sudden because you wake up in a shitty mood and all of a sudden you get all these attachments. It doesn't work that way, right? So I want you to now, a quick energy clearing. Can you please revoke, rescind, reclaim, renounce, and denounce all of the oaths, vows, contracts, fealties, and communities that you have created throughout this time and space and other dimensions that have locked you into a mindset of I must not expand beyond the collective energy. It's big. That's big. I must not expand beyond my mother, beyond my father, beyond my siblings, beyond my peers, beyond my neighbors. Stay average. I better stay average. I don't want to shine too bright. Because if I shine bright, they're going to cut my goddamn head off. They're going to stone me. They're going to burn me. Okay, yeah, no wonder we don't want to shine bright. What is the truth? The truth is you shine bright and all of those around you, they raise their vibration. They change, they shift. I know this because once I decided to smash out the fear and embrace the faith, I chose to step up and say, I'm a psychic medium. I'm an empowerment coach. I can talk to dead people and I can see your aura and I can see you and I know what you require to do if you're willing to hear me. And what I noticed was I had been judging myself. So my sisters and my mum and everybody else were like, what is she doing? Once I owned it, my sister is now a medium in her own right. She's booked up for weeks. Her name is Amanda Lamb. She owns the spiritual space. She does readings for people. My other sister has just done her Reiki Reiki 2. So she's a practitioner. She's a masseuse. You know, she's super psychic. She's more psychic than me, like way more psychic than me. She's coming into her own power. My mum, we just keep everything light and don't even talk about spiritual stuff. Ever. It's best that way, right? Because I've got to meet her where she's at on her journey. And religion it serves her. So that's her truth and that's her belief, right? So others around us will raise their vibration when we see ourselves long enough, when we're still enough to see ourselves. But we have a fear. And I'm going to go into the physical element of it, and I'm also going to go into the dimensional element of it. My husband said to me yesterday, I said, how did you like the call, babe? And he said, I think it was fantastic. But I think you've got to be careful around the word demon and reptilian. And I go, no, I don't. No, I don't. I'm perfect. No. And he said, but it would be awesome if you explain to people that they don't need to look under their bed and be, thinking that it's going to materialize. And I said, good point. And he goes, because these people, not these people, but people in the collective have got an interesting point of view on what a demon is, what it looks like, what the reptilian energy is, what ET energy is, what lower frequency and vibrational, lower expressions, what that looks like. And I was like, So I just kept letting him talk. And I was like, well, I think that these people, 5D, they can receive what they can receive. And he goes, I think it'd be great if you explained it. And I said, thank you, Luke. I will. So here I am to explain that. When I first heard of demonic energy, which of course I've known about my whole life, I was 4 years old and I said to Mum, I'm so scared the devil is going to take me to hell because I'm a sinner. 4 years old. 4 years old. I was perfect. I was perfect. Children are perfect, right? They really are. And they said, don't worry, you're a good girl. You won't go to hell. I grew up thinking, I know I'm not a good girl. I know that I've got bad thoughts. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm a sinner. I grew up and it just started turning up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Oh, definitely going to hell, right? So when I started going into the spiritual sense and I started looking at cards and pendulums, I had this underlying fear. What if I'm bad? My mum certainly thinks I am, and doesn't she know? Fear comes from those projections of others, those expectations of others, from the lineage. It comes from the collective mirror, right? I'm crying, so I must be in a low vibration. I'm in a shitty mood, so I'm just not a good, vibe or frequency. It's not true because you're an interdimensional being. You are a galactic being. You are multifaceted, and you are not just here. You are so many other places. So how could one shitty mood or one bad thought or one of the commandments broken send you to hell, right? So we've got these these ideas of what it is to be good and bad and wrong and right. What if all of that was make believe? Let's just bring that up for a moment and shift that. What if it was all a lie to keep you controlled? And what if you got out of control? What if you did shine? What if my sisters rejected me completely because I shone? or my clients or my audience? What if I cared so much about other people's points of views that it kept me in fear because I was in fear of failing? But not only that, what if I was really, really in fear of success? And I can guarantee that 90% of you, if you do have a fear, it's the fear of success more than the fear of failure. Because if you are a broke medium, a broke healer, a broke light worker, maybe you've got a job, but maybe you just can't make the ends meet no matter how many bonuses you get. Where are you keeping yourself small because you're so afraid of shining and getting your head cut off? That is the physical and also mind part of it. The other part of it is the dimensional. And what Luke brought forward, and he's very intuitive and a very conscious person, so he really does help me with his ideas that come through because we're very different, is that we get to create our realities, right? So the demonic energy, the reptilian energy, which we all have, we can also make shit up in our heads. Now, this is what I call a paradox, okay? Because there's truth, but then there's also, we can create it. So there's always truth. Wherever there's smoke, there's fire. There's always something. But what we focus on, we receive. So when I got older and I was like, oh my God, I think I'm evil because I'm starting to go new age. I couldn't quite figure out, oh my God, this is all the things that I had been warned about. We'll get swept in, but the devil will be on our back as we're doing this work. How many of you feel that way? Oh shit, maybe I am secretly bad and I'm getting pulled in. Sounds a bit crazy. Some of you are like, nah, not me. Nah, some of you would, right? And then we have to remember who we are as an all-powerful being and like, no, well, I'm powerful. That means if there is darker energies around you, low frequency beings like the wizard I mentioned yesterday who was watching me is going to come and bring me down. So I lay low for a little bit during the COVID. The thing is, they may be a lower expression of their ego. And when you are in a lower expression of your ego and you're looking for the lower frequencies, you're going to find it. But if you're focusing on the higher frequencies, just like the friends, if you're looking for your complaining friends, so you can have a bitch and moan and, ego with ego, yeah, feels good. Let's get those pain bodies working. We do that physically. Right? The best thing to do to raise your frequency is to go, where's my high vibe friends? Where's the friends that are like, oh yeah, I'm not going to feed into your BS, babe. Yeah, clean it up. Go to the journaling. You know what to do. Not the friends that go, yeah, I totally get it. Your husband is really lazy. Yeah, I totally get it. Oh my God, the price of food is going up. You're like, yeah, keep feeding my pain body. The same thing happens with entities. You look for scary shit, and you're putting your energy on that happens. And that's what happened to me. I was like, reptilian energy, demonic energy, holy shit. It's nearly like I called it in. The thing is, you want to have the awareness of it, but you don't want to put your focus, again, Abraham Hicks, you don't want to put your focus directly on something and call it in. You create mind entities, mind knots. I've got a whole workshop on this in Magnificent Mediumship called the Resistance Workshop. We create the chatter. We create the talking. We create so much and it enhances. And this is where I see people getting taken over. I've seen people playing in the different expressions of their ego. The higher expression, I am the shit. I'm amazing. I channel galactic beings. I am amazing. You need to go and talk to your this, and you need to do that. And you need that. There is, it's actually not a higher expression, but it's their ego, which is what over, like, I am the man. Mostly we don't get that. Mostly we get people going, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm getting attacked. I'm tired. Why can't I sleep? I never have any money. I'm broke. We get that. which is that shrinking, right? So when you are looking for negativity, when you're looking for broke, when you are looking for the problems in any area of your life, including mediumship, you're gonna find them. That is how powerful you are. You're looking for the fear, fear will find you. Because you're saying to the universe, hey, I think I'm in fear. Where is the fear? Where is the fear? Oh, you want the fear? We'll show you the fear. Your wish is my command. Where are you putting your focus on? When it comes to faith, okay, so just lastly on that, the spiritual bypassing is like, I don't look at the dark. I don't look at the dark. I don't look at the dark. That spiritual bypassing, you want to see it if it's in your vortex, but you don't want to go, hey, come here, dark entity, demonic reptilian energy. Let me look at you so I can work with you and play with you. I've had 2 people in my life tell me that they're playing with demons. One of them was a guy, and he said to me, I go, why do you keep playing with the demons? I go, can we remove them? This was in a session, and he laughed and he goes, no, they're fun. Don't take them away. And I went, that was a demonic energy talking to me. I'm not scared of that energy. There's nothing to be scared of. It is simply an energy, a dimensional energy, not even in this dimension, because we're interdimensional beings, right? So I said to him, don't play with them. Let's clear them so they can go and get their own healing and source energy. You don't play with demons. You don't play with these lower frequency energies. You don't focus on them. You are aware of them, and then you do the entity clearing, which we're going to do today. The other one was a girl who was very, very much stuck. There was 2 of them. One was I'm amazing. And the other one was like, oh my God, I'm not good enough. And they're playing with mediumship, right? So they're channeling, but they both gave up their power. This is very, very important, and this is why I'm doing this, because many of you are doing magnificent mediumship, and this is so important. I don't like to put too much emphasis on this. But when you think you are too powerful, and you are powerful, but when you think you're better than other humans and their magnificence, something happens. You get like, it's like you go blind, right? I know I'm right. I know I'm channeling. You're doing all this stuff and you're cutting off the awareness. You don't want to cut off your awareness. You want to stay humble and in love and powerful and abundant and in joy. That's alignment, not I'm the shit, So what was happening was this girl was channeling entities that she thought were of the true white light, but she wasn't doing the groundwork. She wasn't sitting in spirit mode. With your heart open, I am of the true white light. I'm fully guided and supported and loved with my spirit team and guides as we bring through only the most high frequency vibrations to serve our clients with. That energy is pure and clean. To be a clean channel is to be clean within your vessel, right? The other person did not believe in her own self, so she gave herself up to entities. I trust spirit more than me. I've got loose boundaries. They come to me at midnight. I can't sleep. I've got voices in my head. And I said, you've lost your boundaries, girlfriend. You've got no standards. Stop. Go back to the beginning. Standards, boundaries. Where am I functioning from? To know spirit is to know yourself. So, so important to know yourself, right? Excuse the background noise. My cleaners just showed up. So then what actually happened was she was completely taken over because her mind had gone into this sorry, my dog's barking now. It went into this over like, oh my God, I have no control. What is happening? She, I would say, got possessed. Was she completely possessed by lower energies, or was that her mind creating that? Or was it both? It is so important to be strong within yourself and to smash out the fear, to be in faith of love. And yes, you have to have balls to do that. Reason being is because to see yourself and to love yourself is the easiest and the most hardest thing you will ever do. Right? I've seen people be possessed, but I've also seen people that come to me, right, in magnificent mediumship, and they go, I don't even know why I'm here, Victoria. I don't know why I'm here because I've never felt like I'm a medium. I don't know if I can even do this. I mean, seriously, I don't even like showing up online. I don't even want to show my face. I'm so shy. And I'm like, trust me, you've got it. It's usually the humble people that come in. They're not like, I'm a medium. They come in and they are so powerful because we are all powerful. It's usually the quiet, humble ones that are like out the gate, right? To believe in yourself is to have the faith. And the best time and how to talk to spirit, this is what they're telling me to tell you now, is in those moments. Is in those moments when you are just before bed, just in the morning. What I'll do is I will sit there and I will be like, Spirit, show me what I need to know. Spirit, what else is possible with the downloads that I can receive? I am clean. I am clean. I am a pure channel. I clean my energy, and anything that's of a lower frequency must immediately leave. Show me. And then I get downloads. Downloads, transmissions, channels, all of these things. All of these things we talk about in MM, right? So to do that then, and then you can do it at night. You naturally go into spirit mode when you're half awake, half asleep. Why? Because your head is out of the way. You're fresh, right? They say the first hour when you wake up is the hour to get things done. Don't waste that hour, because the hour is like you're so clean. The mind hasn't come in to go, oh, you're not good enough for that. Don't do that. Oh, you're lazy, remember? You just get up and do the things. Tick, 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 tick. Wow. But before that, you can go into spirit mode and go, hello, body, right? So I touch my body and go, hello, body. Hello, being. Hello, soul. Show me what glorious and grand and beautiful things that I can see and receive today. And when I did that yesterday, butterflies started showing up everywhere. I went and got my nails done, and I saw the beautiful girl who was in the nail salon with me, which was delightful. I was able to give her a hug. Oh, her hair is the color of a monarch butterfly. She's beautiful. You know, then I came to my screensaver this morning and there was 2 monarch butterflies. The magic and the miracles are everywhere when I ask spirit to show me. And then what you can do when you go into spirit mode, and this is what I teach in MM, how to do it, is, and I don't even need to tell you how to do it, by the way, I'm just reminding you of everything you know, is in the middle of the day, you might go, oh, okay, I want to go into spirit mode. I want to talk to spirit. And you can sit there. And then you can do the same thing. Any entities that are not here of the highest good of me or the earth or the person I'm reading for or whatever, leave immediately, because I am a clean and pure white light and a channel. I'm deeply connected to the earth as I open up my heart to receive whatever messages, and I'm available for 15 minutes. Right? Somewhere we thought spirit made the time. They don't. We are ready to receive in the morning and at night as we're drifting off to sleep. One of my best friends the other day, I said, can you check in with my energy? I'm still a little bit tired after receiving COVID. And she said, yeah, I'll do it before I go to sleep. So she did it while she was going to sleep. She fell asleep while she was clearing me. So I know that it was a damn good clearing because she let all the magic happen. Okay. So there's nothing to fear. If you are walking down the street, right? If you're walking down the street and all of a sudden, you know, you're like, whoa, okay, I'm a little bit scared. There's dark. You're bringing up that energy and you're essentially weakening yourself, right? So if you are weakening yourself and you're not backing yourself, you can see people that are scared, right? I can read it in the energy straight away. It's like their energy is vibrating. You know, you're like, whoa, what's up with their energy? But if you see someone walking down the street and they're powerful, or you're powerful as you're walking down, you're like, Nothing could hurt me. I'm motherfucking superhuman. I'm powerful. I'm in my own being. You put an energy to your aura. If anyone came near me, bring it. I used to do this when I used to walk home from my friends. It was very, very black down my road. I was always like, ooh, and I was like, no, I'm powerful. And I even changed my posture, right? It's the same with the entities. I'm available for the highest frequency beings to talk to me. I'm not available for the lower frequency. I know that they're there. I'm aware of them. If there was no houses, we'd all just be humans standing on the earth, right? And there's a lot of entities. There's the fairies, and there's the light beings and the ETs, and then there's the animal, and then there's the guides and all the different things. They're all around us everywhere. Just like when you go into a party, there's always going to be a bad egg in that party, and it's someone you really want to get to know. There's energy everywhere. Being discerning on what you interact with is called your free will and choice. So there is nothing to fear. These energies, all while they're here on the earth, and we are here on the earth, are also dimensional, interdimensional, which means, are they really here or not? Now, we are in this 3D reality, but the 5D reality, has anyone ever seen Interstellar? Interstellar, the movie. It is really fascinating because he actually goes into a different time dimension, and he's kind of like talking to his daughter through the wall or something, but at the same time, it's a very long movie. I can't remember exactly. It's kind of trippy, but he's actually gone to a different time space. So, for me to access my higher self is right here. To access my lower consciousness self is over here. It's a different timeline, but they're all layered. They're all here together. Now, this is where you can't think, because this shit will blow your mind. It's like, you're like, well, I think you're killing my brain cells. Don't try to think about this, right? So the demonic energy, also the angelic energy, also the ET energy, the different galactic light beings energy, the dragon energy, the animal energy, the spirit energy, the guide energy, the ascended masters energy, all of these energies are all in different dimensions, which we can access here because we are a portal. Okay. I told you this was going to be hard and fast. So the more we expand our capacity to hold all that is, our awareness expands to match that capacity and vice versa, then we have more awareness of all energies. But we must not fear. We must be aware. I don't fear, but I am aware. Now, when this comes to human design, your spleen, which is is the left-hand side triangle, mine is defined. So fear is a natural part of me. I'm always scared and excited. Before this call, I was scared and turned on, right? Oh my God, my body's turning on. Holy shit. Like, that's so weird, because it's not aligned with what I'm meant to be doing for my soul. This is what brings me back to yesterday. Do what excites you and scares the shit out of you. But we've all been playing too slow, too small, right? So if your spleen is defined, it means that you have your own fear. And that is a part of your purpose, is to clean up your own conditioning on fear. So for me, I would have never even looked at a card, or let alone, I used to whisper to people, I'm a medium. I used to whisper in their ears, can I tell you something? There was no one else in my hair salon, no one even in the property. And I'd whisper, I'm a medium, don't tell anyone. And I'd look behind me, because I was thinking, shit, my mum's going to walk through the door. I'm going to be outed. I'm definitely going to hell now. It's kind of funny, the fear that I felt. Now, if you've got an open spleen in human design, it means that you don't have your own fear, but you can amplify those around you if it's open. It means you can feel the fear of the world. So sometimes you might be like, oh, I'm feeling really fearful, and it doesn't feel good. Who does it belong to? Return to sender with consciousness, right? So I'm just throwing in so much coaching here. So you'll grab bits and you might want to rewatch this as well, because 99% of your thoughts and your feelings literally really have come from other places. This is how powerful you are. You're an empath. You are a divine being who senses all around you, including all of the frequencies. Have you ever just gone, I feel a bit shit? What was I just thinking about? And you track back. Or if you've ever had anxiety, you might do this as well. I used to have really intense anxiety all the time because I didn't realize I was so sensitive. And what the hell was I just thinking about? I'm feeling anxiety. Fuck. And then you think back and you go, oh my God, I was just looking at something on Facebook. Someone's post just triggered me. Or I was just talking to a friend and they dumped all over me and now I feel low. Oh shit, I just gave myself away energetically, because energy is your first language. Use it wisely, pulling it, flowing it, aligning it, what is required. We've got a whole module on this with the energy flows and pulls and MM as well. So your internal fears can create so much more. And depending on what you are choosing, whether you're choosing to expand or to fit in and shrink, which has usually got to do with fear. I don't want to be successful anymore. I better shrink. I did that this morning. Not that I don't want to be successful, because projectors are here for success, but I was like, life is so good right now. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I created something called a secondary gain to stop my expansion. The minute I realized that, I decided to expand even more, to push through the resistance, to expand my awareness and my capacity so I can see more than I've ever seen before. This is what human beings are not doing. Okay. So for they're telling me that for the light language, which I'm starting to go into a channel, so I have to stop talking now, because I put a time frame on myself. It's like setting a timer for myself, so my body starts shutting down and doing different things. Kind of interesting. I'm going to use a labradorite crystal. So I'm going to use today. Is that it? No. Oh, interesting. And I'm also going to use a rose quartz, because this labradorite, I think you say it a little bit differently, but I'm dyslexic, so come see, come sa. This one here is very galactic, very, very galactic, right? And this one here is the beautiful rose quartz, which is about the heart. What we're going to be focusing on today is money and abundance codes, because if energy is money is energy, and you are energy, right? That means, and everything is energy in different expressions and different, dimensions, really, the different expressions that we have in all these dimensions and the playgrounds that we're playing in. It means that if we open ourselves up, we open our heart, we open our throat, right? So we can speak our truth and unveil our soul, really. Then what happens is we align to ourselves. And when we align, we receive more money. Receiving is key to everything. Not blocking. I don't want to see anything dark. It doesn't work that way. When I have the awareness of what I'm willing to receive, my whole reality shifts. Money is simply like air, right? It comes to me so easily. My bank account always rises up no matter whatever I'm doing, because I am reaching those different receiving capacities of the money. I'm aligning to what it means to be a 10-figure coach, a 20-figure coach, not a 20-figure coach, but 10K, 20K, 50K, 100K, multiple 6 figures, millions of dollars, billions of dollars. It's the same with love. It's the same with clients. What is my capacity to hold the money that I'm choosing? What is my capacity now? And this is what happened this morning, as I went, I can't handle everything. I'm tired. All right. Remember who the hell you are. your energy, and energy doesn't get tired. But you create limitations. You create blocks. And this is what we want to do, is we want to unblock you. So you can speak your truth and be the clean channel. And being a channel, which I'm just going to briefly touch on, so we go into this obviously in MM as well, is to be a channel, is to be a clean portal. You are always a channel when you speak to your mum or your sister. You know, when someone goes, where the hell did you get that from? Where did you get so wise? And you've probably, I'm getting that most of you got that even as children. They always know what to say. They always know. They've got this deep wisdom about them, right? I feel like it's a very wise energy we've got in this program. The truth is, it's your higher self coming through, and you are a channel always. When you speak, when you work, when you're in the supermarket, it just depends on the capacity that you're willing to hold, to receive, right? You go from one client to 10 clients to 100 clients. You go from, making 5K a month to 50K a month. You don't do anything different. In fact, you work less. How does that happen? Most of you who aren't making a lot of money, or receiving a lot of money, I should say, not making, receiving, because it's already made, it's in your vortex. The reason why that is happening is because somewhere you don't believe it's possible. Somewhere you don't believe you are worthy enough to receive millions of dollars without really doing anything. But what if I told you that you were born to be wealthy? What if I told you you were born to be unconditionally loved? How funny is that? If you've got a money problem, you've got a self-love problem. If you've got a self-love problem, you have a capacity problem. If you have a capacity problem, then you have a receiving problem, and you're not actually willing to receive the love around you completely from your children or your partners or your friends or your parents or your clients. I'm willing to receive money. Anything that doesn't allow me to know, be, and perceive how magnificent I truly be, simply because I chose to incarnate on this timeline, I eliminate and I dissolve. Doesn't that feel good? Anywhere I'm not actually allowing myself to shine bright because I'm afraid they're going to burn me alive again. Anywhere I've created those attachments of expectation from me, but also from others. There's a lot of expectation charge. When people first come to me, I go, just drop all expectations of yourself and me, because we're two souls playing and creating. And it's already written. But people want to get their money's worth. You want to get your money's worth, but also you want to make sure you do a good job for people so you can earn your money, show your value. Can you just please destroy and dissolve all of that right now? Listening to today's episode. I trust that you got those golden nuggets that you required to shift your consciousness, to expand your awareness, and to turn up your capacity. I invite you to share this podcast with anyone that you feel would benefit from it. And also share the golden nuggets that you have learned with your friends, family, and of course, clients. You can contact me if there's anything that you want to specifically share with me, or if there's anything you want me to specifically share on the podcast. You can check out the show notes and find me on my socials, and myself or my team will get back to you. My heart to yours. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.